Let's start off with an example. So if we wanted to draw a wave that has a period of 2 seconds and an amplitude of 2 meters, I would select the curve button because that's what I prefer to use. You can also use the scribble. So using the curve button, I would go, okay, so there's a period of 2 seconds. So that means the entire wave needs to span 2 seconds. So it's going to go up and down, down, and up. So I'm going to start it right here at the 0 point. If it starts at 0 and it has an amplitude of 2 meters, then I need to make sure that I take the top of my point to the 2-meter mark. Because the period is 2 seconds, that means half a wave is 1 second. A quarter of the wave is 0.5 seconds. So I'm going to take my mark to where it's at 0.5 and at 2. And I'm going to click. Okay, then I'm going to bring my wave back down. I know it's going to be halfway through the wave at 1, so I'm going to click there. I'm going to take it back down. I know it'll be at the trough of the wave will be at 1.5 seconds, so I'm going to make sure that matches up with -2. I'm going to click, and then I'm going to take the wave point back up where it finishes at 2. Now I've had an entire wave in a period of 2 seconds. All right, so how did I end up deciding to draw my sketch this way? If the period of the wave is 2 seconds, it's going to start at 0 and it's going to end at 2. So I need all the parts of the wave included in it. It starts at 0, there's going to be 4 parts after that. We're going to have the peak, the midline, the trough, and the midline again. So I just figured out, okay, 1/4 of the way is going to be here. The middle point will be here, 3/4 is here, and the last point will be there. And I was able to draw it. Let's try this again with another example to see if we can simplify it a little bit. So let's say that instead we have a wave where the period is 1 second and keep that amplitude at 2. If we do that, we know that it is going to at 0, just in ourselves, and that we want it to end at 1, an entire wave. Remember, the wave has multiple parts. We have beginning at 0 that goes up to the peak, comes back down to the midline, goes to the trough, and then comes back to the midline. So then we can divide our wave up into those parts. So the beginning point, and then we go, okay, we have 1, 2, 3. So 1 point is going to be at 0.25, 1 point is going to be at 0.5, and 1 point is going to be at 0.75. So we have each of our spots where we can start to build our curve. I'm going to go select my curve tool. I'm going to start it off right at the very beginning. I'm going to go, okay, now I need to take care of amplitude. If my peak is 2 at the first point, then I'm going to match up 2 and 0.25. I'm going to take it back down to the midline. I know my next point is going to be my trough, which is going to have an amplitude of -2. So I'm going to take my point down there. And then I'm going to bring it back up to the midline. And I have drawn a wave with an amplitude of 2 and a period of 1. I just realized I forgot my units on amplitude, so I'm going to need to go change that real quick. And we have our graph. Now you don't need to draw all this red stuff that I drew in there. You just need to make sure that you have your wave and then that you put the amounts down here at the bottom. A equals 2 meters and period equals 1 second. Once you've finished your drawing, go ahead and save it in your Google Drive and I'll show you how to add it to your document.